Peppards Castle for the first time in this Tattersalls National Hunt November sale, 4yo Maiden, and as they head away on their way towards their first of 16 fences, setting out in their first of 3 complete circuits, and old Shiraz is going to be one of the first to show in company with Fluminense Star, and they in turn are being followed by Malam down the inside in the blue jacket. Next up and behind these races, Island Bridge, who in turn is being followed by I Think He Is. Gaelic Pride is last but one, as they got the first last of all is Cool Kid. Out over the first they go, which ought to have cleared safely, and they make their way on now to go through the gap and race on towards number 2. And up front it is Fluminense Star being chased in second by Malalam down the inside. They in turn are being followed next up in the field by Shiraz, and then Island Bridge with I Think He Is, and Gaelic Pride next up in front of these. Then just behind them follows Cool Kid. So they disappear from view and make their way on down into the back straight on the steep descent that's going to take them on their way towards number 3. We won't pick them up again until they have almost reached that point. And disputing the lead were Fluminense Star in company with Malalam, as we wait for them to reappear down the bottom end of the track. Continuing on the long run towards number 3. And out front, Fluminense Star has Malalam for company. They in turn are being followed by Shiraz, who in turn has been chased out over it as they continue to make their way on. By next up in the field comes Island Bridge as they make the climb. That's going to take them back up the side of the track, and as they do so, out in front with the advantage, it is Fluminense Star in company with Shiraz, Malalam down the inside, blue jacket for company. They in turn are being followed next up by Island Bridge and Cool Kid, and I Think He Is. Gaelic Pride is last of all. Making their way on towards number 4, and up front, over in front with the advantage, it is Shiraz with the first advantage, being chased in second by Fluminense Star. They in turn have been followed next up in the field by Malalam, who in turn has been tracked by Island Bridge. Cool Kid comes next, and then behind these races I Think He Is, with the back marker still Gaelic Pride. Making their way up to past the post, still 2 complete circuits and 10 fences and all left to be jumped in this opening Tattersalls National Hunt November sale. 4yo Maiden, and out front, close to call between the trio who've been all there since flagfall. Shiraz, the black jacket around the outside, Fluminense Star between horses, and they in turn are being tracked by Malalam down the inner in the 2 shades of blue. Further back and behind these to find Island Bridge, orange jacket down the inside of the purple and yellow colours of Cool Kid, who in turn has been followed by I Think He Is, who keeps company with Gaelic Pride at the rear of the field. As they climb out over fence number 7 and make their way on the long run that's going to take them back down into the back straight, and as they disappear, Fluminense Star holds a narrow advantage over Malalam and Shiraz, and as they do so, Gaelic Pride and I Think He Is have always been towards rear as they make their way on. They'll shortly be passing roughly their halfway point in the contest and heading on the downhill run that's going to bring them on towards fence number, as they continue on their way now down towards fence number 9, and as they do 8 rather, at the bottom end of the track. And as they do so, over in front with the advantage is Shiraz. Fluminense Star is next, and they in turn have been tracked by Malalam, who in turn has been followed by Cool Kid, and then comes Island Bridge, and behind these with I Think He Is in company with Gaelic Pride, making their way on the uphill climb back towards their next fence, which is fence number 9 this time. It'll be the penultimate fence in another circuit, and as they do so, out front with the advantage, it is Malalam with Fluminense Star. Shiraz is right towards the outside, and they in turn are being tracked by Cool Kid, and then behind these then races Island Bridge. Gaelic Pride is past one briefly, that one is I Think He Is. Heading on towards fence number 10, the fence that will be our last one in another circuit, and out front with the advantage It's close to call between Malalam down the inside, Shiraz the outer. For the minute, Instars between them. These three have always held these first three positions throughout. They in turn have been followed by Cool Kid, who's creeped a little closer. They in turn have been tracked up next up in the field by Island Bridge. Behind Island Bridge then races I Think He Is. Gaelic Pride has dropped back to be last of all once more. Out their final circuit, 5 more fences left to be jumped in this opening 4-year-old maiden. And over in front with the advantage is Feminist Instar. Mistake there towards the rear of mid-division, but I Think He Is briefly dropped back towards the rear of the field as they race on now towards their 4th last fence. And as they do so, it is Malalam with Feminist Instar in between horses. They in turn are being followed by Shiraz, and right in behind these then races Cool Kid with Island Bridge as they make the run now. That's going to take them on the downhill run towards the fence down the bottom of the track. The fence will retreat from the finish this time, and as they do so, it is with the advantage Malalam in company with Feminist Instar. They in turn were being tracked by Shiraz around the outside. Cool Kid was just in behind these in company with Island Bridge, and then Gaelic Pride. But as they go to the 3rd last, over in front we have a new leader, and it's Cool Kid who's gone on in the hands of Joey Dunn by a couple of lengths. In 2nd spot is Feminist Instar. They in turn have been followed by Shiraz, who in turn has been chased next up in the field by Island Bridge, and then Gaelic Pride dropping back towards the rear end of the field then is Malalam as they race now on towards the uphill climb and continue the climb that's going to take them on towards the 2nd last. And it's out front, Cool Kid with the advantage by about a length to in 2nd spot races Shiraz. They in turn have been followed over by Feminist Instar, who has gone there. Lost Feminist Instar, was sticking a close 3rd and coming down, but as they swing the bend and straighten on up towards their final fence, it is Cool Kid with the slight advantage from Shiraz over on the far side. Very little to choose between the pair. Shiraz, and coming right there on the far side is Island Bridge. Tight 3-way finish between Cool Kid the near side over on the far side, and the orange jacket was Island Bridge, and they in turn were also right up there with them with Shiraz, followed in then by Gaelic Pride, and then came Malalam, and the final finisher will be I Think He Is. 3-way finish, the opening 4-year-old maiden between Cool Kid, Island Bridge and Shiraz. Judge can decide.